I'm back. I haven't posted for 1 or 2 weeks, and that is just unacceptable behavior from my side, and I do apologize for that. This past week, it has been really bad. Let's just say that. This is my habit tracker. Let's start. Okay, now I haven't updated this habit tracker for 1 week now. And this week it has been mostly crosses. So right now I'll update it. Today is the 30th of August, and the last time I updated it was the 24th. So let's get back to updating this for our obese to fit journey.
Okay, let's go.
One week like this. Now, something that I realized, and I nearly didn't show this part of my journey, right? Something I realized is that everyone online, they only post their good parts, the good side of them. They are perfect people, and they make no mistakes in life, right? And the truth is, they actually make many mistakes behind the scenes, but they just don't want to show that, right? So this week I made many bad choices. I went through many things this week, and just my mind was so messed up, and it showed in my behavior in this habit tracker, right? Exercise, I exercised. I did 30 squats for 30 days. I run 1K every day for 30 days. And then I guess I just got bored of it. I said to myself, you know what, Michelle, let's take some rest days. And I just didn't want to go back. Which, just made my head even worse, because the gym is a lovely place to relax my mind. But I didn't go. Okay, 4 days without going. Now, all of these crosses was I spent my days eating whatever I wanted. No rules. Chocolates there, I ate it. Anything I ate, I didn't even care. The calories were probably so much, but I didn't even care. I just ate it. Water is my habit that I always drink water. But you know what? I wasn't even drinking water. And then finally sleep, messed up sleep. And that is crazy. It's funny how a personal issue can, if you don't fix it, it can affect everything, At this stage, I'm at the period of grinding and seeing no results. And if I relied on motivation, then I would already have given up. But there is no motivation. I don't want to be here working, but I still am. In the past, I was reading through my journals. I even made this post here, and I was reading through my journals, and I realized I used to start habit trackers just like these ones. And in weeks where I would go through things like this, I would give up in my journey, and I would start a brand new habit tracker 2 weeks later after doing all the bad habits. And it just kept going with the cycle. I never stuck to it, And I want to show this visual metaphor for you. About just keep going on this path, and eventually you'll get the ticks, okay? It won't be crosses, and we'll learn from these crosses. I was reading this book, and in the introduction of this book, there's this amazing metaphor. Okay, so I'll read it for you. As forest fires are essential to the ecology of the environment, opening new seeds that require heat to sprout and rebuild a population of trees, Our minds also go through periodic episodes of positive disintegration or cleansing, through which we release and renew our self-concept. So what this is saying, right? There needs to be forest fires for the seeds to open. There needs to be tribulations in your life for you to become better, become stronger, learn even more. Yeah. I've gone through hardship these days, and I definitely learned something from them. And we don't need to keep making the same mistakes from the past. We can move on, we can grow. We are gonna go through this life with lots of tribulations, but it's about falling and getting back up. Even with this channel, everyone, like I said, I've been gone 2 weeks, or no, 1 week, I think. I didn't even check the channel. I just moved on with life, and I was like, Michelle, what if we start a new channel? What if we delete this one? What if we delete this channel and start a new one? Everything will be new, you know. And I thought, and I was like nearly giving up, 2 months in, and in my head I was like, it's not going anywhere. I have no drive anymore for this. But it's about moving. It's about keep going even when you don't want to do it, okay? And that's how you're gonna see the results at the end of the tunnel. That's where the light is. It's about keep going even though you don't want to, okay? I wrote here why I thought the crosses happened, right? Because maybe it can help you who is on this journey as well. Like I said, don't give up so easily. So why do I think I fell in this rut? As you saw at the beginning, I only updated the habit tracker now. That means I wasn't updating the habit tracker daily. At the end of the night, I was just going to my bed scrolling, because that's what I was doing. I was finishing my days off, and I knew that I didn't do anything productive during the day. And so I wasn't even updating my habit tracker. I was living just like I used to live in the old days. I was scrolling my days away. I was just eating whatever I wanted. And you may ask, but why, Michelle, why? I just, throughout the past few months, I just was feeling like my drive was gone, like I had no purpose, no clear vision for my life. I even posted that video, and at the end of the video is actually the truth. I was lost, So I wasn't updating the habit tracker daily. So it was like there was a blindfold in my eyes, right? I wasn't seeing the crosses, and so there was no crosses, right? Everything was fine. But I think if you update your habit tracker at the end of the day, then that blindfold will come off, and in the next day you actually want to get some ticks, because you don't want to embarrass yourself like this to the public if you're posting your journey online as well. Alright, another thing that I wrote here, I did all of these challenges, and that was very good. Especially the exercise ones, those were very good to actually get me so consistent in the gym, even when I didn't want to go, even when I felt like I was gonna break my legs, I went. Even when I just wanted to stay home and sleep, I went. And so that was good for consistency. But eventually the challenge is finished, right? 30 days have gone now. 14 days of eating only natural foods, they also have gone. And what happens after the 14 days or after the 30 days? Well, for me, I just went back to my old self, because I honestly, I just had no plan. And the challenges, they're okay, but they are not sustainable. And I'm trying to find a way of how I can truly go from someone whose baseline is like this and bridge this gap to the person that I want to become. So the person that I am today and the person that I have to become. I need to bridge this gap, and I'm on the journey to find out how I can do that. And I want to find a sustainable way to actually go about this journey, because the challenges, they are just temporary. I want to find something that is, everlasting. It's not just gonna finish one day and then make me go back to my same self, which doesn't behave like the person that I aspire to be like. And like I said, right, I was going through some issues, and that was mentally affecting me. And I think with everything in life, when your mind is disturbed, when your mind is affected, it will show in every area of your life. It will show in your relationships, it will show in the way you treat your body, your health. And hence the importance of actually taking care of your mental health. Now, I don't know how this video will turn out, but if you stayed until the end, let me tell you my final advice. It's so easy to give up. In the past, I just started things, gave up, and never finished them. And I became a person that, I wasn't actually proud of my life. I wasn't happy. I wasn't feeling, I felt like I didn't achieve anything special in my life. And that is not a good place to be at. And you, watching this right now, probably have given up so many times, and you missed so many opportunities. Right now, you could be in a different level. You could be someone so much greater than the person that you are today, but you just missed the opportunity. You just gave up. You just procrastinated so many times. You just chose comfort now for just discomfort later, which was the bad choice, wasn't it? But you know what? A week like this doesn't determine the entire journey. My final advice to you is it's not gonna be something generic as just don't give up. Okay, you already know that you shouldn't give up for you to see the results, right? What I'm saying is we're focusing so much on the end goal. We want the money, we want the body, but day to day we're just not happy with life. What if we fall in love with this journey? What if every day you actually love what you're doing? I think that's the goal, right? Fall in love with the journey, and that's how you're gonna live the best life. We wanna make this a lifestyle. We don't wanna just do this temporarily. I wanna have a lifestyle where I'm constantly growing, constantly taking care of my body, constantly working on becoming the woman that I was born to be. So let's learn to fall in love with the process.